All right, let's try this again. All these technical difficulties this evening. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to 19 Days to 2019 with the B.O.M. Mentoring Group. My name is Keandra Ward. I am the owner of the B.O.M. Mentoring Group, and our mission is to help you gain clarity, get focused, and generate profits. So, listen, guys, today our topic is mastering your what. So every day from now until 2019, which now we're at 17 days to 2019, I am going to give you a business tip that I learned this year to help us get where we are and where we're going for 2019. So we've talked about minding your mouth, watching the words that you speak. We've also spoken yesterday. We talked about using your resources and making sure that you're not doing everything in your business. So outsourcing things that you can outsource or finding easier ways to do things so that it makes it easier for you as a solopreneur. And today we're talking about mastering your. Now, every day I ask you guys, what do you think the topic is going to be? So I put master your. Hey, Erica, what do you think? Master your what? What am I going to say today? Master your what? Every day for the next, now we're at 17, so 16 days, I'm going to come on and give you a business tip that we've learned. So let me just start with this. Today was an absolute amazing day. Today closed out our 2018 speaking year. This actually had been the best speaking year that I've had since I started speaking maybe 2 years ago. We've traveled nationally, so now we are national speakers. We received some awards. It has just been an amazing year, and I learned so much. One, being an entrepreneur who has a family and being on the road, and also learning that you have to go outside of your local atmosphere. You have to go outside of those things and people that you're familiar with, not being afraid to jump out. I mean, literally, the beginning of the year, January, we were off to California, and I hadn't been to California since I was a child. And I was able to speak to an amazing group of women who I am now and have been solely connected to for the entire year. They have become sisters to me. So it's been a really amazing year. But today, so what I want to say is don't be afraid. Do not be afraid to do something different. Do not be afraid to shift. So master your what? What do you guys think I'm going to say today? Master your what? Let's see. So today, I want to discuss mastering your message, the message that you share with your audience. One, you have to master the message. What are you saying to them? How are you saying it to them? And being consistent with what you say. In this world of entrepreneurship, there are businesses like yours coming up every day, and everyone has their own message. Everyone has a message that whether spiritually it was downloaded to them. Maybe there was an issue that they found and it became a message. Maybe it was a life experience. And so they've incorporated their message into their business. And so what will happen is we'll say, oh, that's a great message. I can kind of chime in on that. And then your message changes. Or you say, oh, that's a good one. I'll do that. And then your message changes, and your message to your market has now become inconsistent. And your market doesn't know how to relay who you are and what you do and why you do it to others. And that's what you want. You want your message to be so clear that anyone, anywhere that talks about you can say, this is who he or she is, and this is what they do. And if they are a client or customer or even a follower that follows you intensely, they should be able to even relay some of your personal story and the message behind why you do what you do. So it's going to be important that you sit down, if you have not already, and truly master your message. A lot of you know, in the beginning of the year, I did a whole Facebook thing called The Journey. And I took people on a journey of where I had been the last 6 years and where I am now, and the reason why I do what I do. Most people know it's because of my mom and my grandmother and my family and things like that. They know that I used to be in the beauty industry, and because of having to take care of my mom, I'm not. And they also understand that my mission is to help entrepreneurs get clarity and to make sure that after they get the clarity, they are focused and structured, and then that helps them to generate the profits that they want to get in their business. I am an internet marketer, and I told myself the other day that I didn't realize that I am an internet marketing kind of nerd. Like, I love workflows, I love back end, I love setting up the client experience on the back end. I love setting up funnels, landing pages. That's my thing. That's who I am, and that's what I do, and that's what I enjoy. And I really found that out this year after taking the time to master my message. Where does my heart lie? What do I really like to help entrepreneurs do? I love to help them gain clarity. I have my degree. My first degree is actually in psychology, and I love helping them on the psychological part as well as the business part, gaining clarity. It's really hard for me to coach without the psychological part because of the training and background that I have. And so we do get deep in our trainings. We do get deep in our coaching. So it goes a little bit deeper than just business coaching. So with that, once I can see that light bulb and I see our clients, getting that really understanding who they are, not only in business, but in life, then we help them to get focused. Now, let's master that message. Let's go ahead and build the workflows. Let's look at what that looks like. And then that allows them the ability to go out and continuously generate profits with all of those things. So collectively, that's who we do, and that's our message. And my main message to people is that it's never too late. No matter what you go through in life, you can start today and have a multi-million-dollar business. You can be in your 50s, you can be in your 20s. It does not matter. The issue is do you believe in what the message that you're relaying to the market? So you have to know who your market is, but also mastering the message to that market and staying 1,000%, not just 100, but 1,000% consistent with that message. When we understand, like, think about the word. Let's even take that biblically. Think about the word of God. Jesus had a message, and his message did not change according to who he was around. His message did not change according to what other people around him messages were. His message stayed 1,000% consistent. He knew what he was purposed to do, and he stayed on that message until the day that it was time for him to say it. So guys, that's what I want you to do in your business. You have to continue to master your message, and your message, unless your life changes. Sometimes, our life changes us, which changes some of the flow of our message. That's fine. But the overall core of your message should, hey Antonio, the overall core of your message should always be the same. It should always be the same. So in business, you have to master your message. What is your message? At the end of the day, outside of the instructional things that you can share with people, outside of the tips, outside of the tools, what message are you relaying? Hey Elijah, thank you. What message are you relaying to your market? And have you consistently been relaying that enough for them, 1, to understand it, 2, to believe it, and 3, to repeat it? Understand it, believe it, and repeat it. That's what you want people to do. And first of all, that's what you want to do. You need to, 1, understand your message, then you want to believe it, and then you want to be able to consistently repeat it. But you also want others to be able to do the same. That's what you want. You want people to, 1, understand your message. You want to understand your message. Then you want people to believe in your message just the way you do. You should believe in your message. Then you want people and yourself to consistently repeat your message. And that is how you build your brand. People will know. Like when people introduce me now, a lot of times people don't even, thank you. a lot of times people don't even use the bio that I've given them, because they've seen my lives, they've seen my posts, they've heard me speak enough now to where they can pretty much relay who I am and what I do, and some of the major accomplishments that I've had over the past 6 to 8 months, because I post them and they don't need to use the bio. You know what I'm saying? That lets me know that people are mastering my message. And so guys, that's the tip I wanted to leave for you today. I cannot wait to come back on tomorrow. So today, our tip is master your message. Master your message, so that not only you understand it and you believe it, and you're not swayed with whatever's going on in the world, or who has a message that sounds familiar or close to yours, or who has a message that sounds like, oh, that's a great message. That's fine. And you can even incorporate other messages in your message, but the core of your message needs to be the same. People need to see the same flow from you that remains consistent with who you are, what you do, and why you do it on a consistent and continual basis. Yes, consistency breeds success. Absolutely, absolutely. And it was hard for me, and I'm going to be extremely honest. I told you guys on these lives that I'm going to get real. I'm going to tell it was hard for me to stay consistent. Not because I would see other people doing things. It's because I know that I am multi-gifted, multi-talented, and extremely blessed. So I had a hard time focusing on where I should focus in business. You know what I'm saying? Because I could do a whole lot of things. And even if I can't, if you bring it to me, give me a week. I promise you I'll learn that thing like the back of my hand. If it takes a week, like that's just how I am. And I'm a researcher at heart. So it was really hard for me in the beginning of this journey to really figure out where do I fit in. And I was everywhere. I was all over the place. And what I had to do was really look at what is the core of what I want to say to the market, and what's the core of how I want to help people on a consistent basis, that no matter what, this is what I can do. So guys, I definitely hope that this has helped you. If you, hey Beanie, I love you. I hope we need to we need to talk. Hey Coco, how are you? It's good to have you on. So listen, I definitely hope that this has helped you guys. I want you to begin to master your message. We have an outline that we help our clients with that kind of walks them through the messaging process. So do what you have to do to master your message. So I hope you guys have an amazing evening, and I'll talk to you soon. See you guys tomorrow for day 16 of 19 days to 2019. Business tips that are designed to help you strategize and prepare for 2019. Have a good evening.